Right now, a major traffic headache across Cincinnati this morning as the Daniel Carter Beard Bridge is shut down both directions after a huge fire.
Yeah, we are leading the way with team coverage on this. We've got Nicole Aponte, Danielle Dindak, Katie Donovan, all tracking the impacts here. Of course, Randy Rico timing out your weekend forecast. Let's get over to our co-anchor, Kelly Rippin. She's leading the way on this fire. It has multiple impacts on your morning commute. It has for hours, Kelly.
It has and it will. So we want to talk about how we got here. Traffic is going to be a major issue this morning and likely through the entire day. But we want to show you crazy video that one of our viewers sent in to us about the moments just after this fire kindled at a playground underneath the Daniel Carter Beard Bridge, the Big Mac Bridge. That fire then spread to the bridge, engulfing the lanes of 471, and then those flames shooting feet into the air. So dozens of Cincinnati firefighters had to be attacking the playground fire as well as the fire on the Daniel Carter Beard, Big Mac Bridge, as they were trying to get that under control. A huge effort for them. And now the structural integrity of that bridge needs to be examined. We can see metal that has been warped. We can see different areas of damage, but now they have to have engineers figure out exactly how bad that damage is. So now to your morning commute. We know 471 is a major thoroughfare. I can see the traffic on the Taylor Southgate Bridge right now. You've got a roundabout on one side, a traffic light on the other. Katie Donovan giving us the updates on the detours as people are trying to navigate around this, Katie.
Yeah, Taylor Southgate, I think, is going to be your biggest issue this morning. This is going to be the closest bridge to 471 for drivers to use. So that's likely going to be that popular route here as you're trying to cross from Northern Kentucky into downtown Cincinnati. And you can see just how heavy that traffic is from our city camera this morning. Tons of cars here, and you can see they're stopped there as they meet the light on the other side of the bridge. Southbound side actually does not look too bad right now. It's the northbound lanes that are the issue as drivers come in for work in downtown Cincinnati this morning. I want to take you out to our traffic maps that show you the Taylor Southgate Bridge. We've got stop and go traffic here crossing the river, 10 miles per hour for the speed, even less when you start to hit that traffic light as you come up towards the downtown Cincinnati area on the Ohio side of the river. But look at the roads around Newport as well here. We're seeing very slow traffic at that roundabout, the roads leading up to that connection to the Taylor Southgate Bridge. So this is going to be a huge headache for drivers coming out of Northern Kentucky using Newport as that route to get around 471 this morning. Secondary bridges outside of the Taylor Southgate still looking okay. Starting to see some slow traffic on 75 south as you get ready to cross the Brent Spence Bridge. But that detour from 71 to Fort Washington Way still looks clear this morning. So that's going to be an okay route, at least right now, if you want to avoid some of those secondary bridges. And then our route here does look clear on 275 to 71 for drivers coming out of eastern Hamilton County. Kelly?
All right, Katie, thank you so much. Yes, please plan ahead. We want to check in now with WLWT News 5's Danielle Dindak. She's been in constant contact with the police, with the fire department. Danielle, this has been a major undertaking for both of them as they try to get this under control and navigate now traffic around it.
Yeah, Kelly, definitely a chaotic scene down here throughout the morning. I'm going to step out of the way because you can get an idea that fire crews are actually still back out here. They were knocking down some other hot spots here when it comes to that playground fire. But it's been such a chaotic morning, and I actually want to give you some insight on what that firefighter did tell me. I'm told that concrete has crumbled off the bridge. We also know there is structural damage to the steel as well. We also had the chance to see a picture giving us some insight into how warped one steel beam is. Now we know that this was all caused by that playground fire. As you can see right now, that steady stream of water as fire crews are still keeping eyes on that situation. Now I spoke with one officer who said in his 29 years in the department, he's never saw the sight he did this morning when a large part of this bridge was engulfed in flames. Now when it comes to what started this all, it's still under investigation. Crews are out here actively working to try to figure out. We even seen drones in the sky. Now I do want to have you take a listen to what fire crews had to say about the complexity of fighting this fire.
The fire that was on the bridge is pretty complex, and it has done some damage to the structural steel that's on that bridge. So we have closed the I-471 bridge right now in both directions. We're working with both the Ohio Department of Transportation and the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet right now, making an assessment of that bridge. I don't have any timelines for you on how long that's going to take. We're working with those engineers right now. The bridge itself remains closed in both directions, probably through the morning rush hour at least.
Yeah, it's been a long morning and it's going to continue to be that way. I can tell you Command Center is out here. Fire crews are still actively putting out some hot spots. You can actually see a flame on the playground set right over there. So we'll be out here all morning long, keeping an eye on this situation for you as I actively talk to both police and fire to get you the latest updates. Reporting live, Danielle Dindak, WLWT News 5.
Yeah, Danielle, thank you. Again, still an active situation that they are working to keep under control. We want to check in now with WLWT News 5's Nicola Ponte. She was one of the first people on scene as they had roads closed off, and now she's got a bird's eye view for us. Nicole.
Kelly, taking a look at the Daniel Carter Big Mac Beard Bridge this morning, you can see this is usually the time a lot of people are headed into Cincinnati, but you can see this morning there are no cars traveling on it at all. Both sides, northbound, southbound, it is closed this morning. You can also see some sort of transportation official vehicle right there too, blocking off that bridge. But I want to direct your attention to what we saw as we were some of the first people on scene this morning as fire crews were trying to get this fire out. Of course, that fire was on that wooden playground and spread right up to that bridge too. We also saw parts of that bridge, some of the metal on that bridge too. It appeared to be warped. Still trying to figure out the cause of that fire as well. But back here live on the Daniel Carter Big Mac Beard Bridge, you can see some cars are actually traveling over it right now. This could very well be the remnants of, people who were stuck when this fire actually did start, and they're trying to get back into Cincinnati right now. We're going to keep you updated here all morning. Of course, KYTC and ODOT, they're investigating the structural integrity of this bridge too. Kelly.
All right, Nicole, thank you. Yes, the traffic impacts are going to be felt all over greater Cincinnati, but largely in the Campbell County area and then the east side of Cincinnati as people are having to navigate around those closures. So an incredibly busy morning. We've got you covered here with team coverage on WLWT. We will be live through the morning, bringing you the latest updates. Stephen?
All right, Kelly, thank you so much. And we will going to keep this going past 7 o'clock to keep you updated on what's happening here and leading the way on this breaking situation because it is not ending anytime soon.